Installing the head back onto the machine, there's a couple things that you need to look out for. So there's this groove right here. That needs to line up with this bar right here. And then this channel right here needs to line up with the channel that goes right here on these. Now this is the newer style. On the older style, you don't have to do that. It just kind of like pops on. It's best to do it on needle number 8 at 100 degrees. The head will not go back on if it's not at 100 degrees. So right now what I'm gonna do off camera is I'm gonna take the head, flip it down, and kind of notch it in like this, and then push it in like that, and that should take care of it. And you may have to do a little bit different approach. It depends on your machine. This one actually wanted to go on like this and then kind of swing down and then kind of snap into place. I had to kind of wiggle it back and left and right and then make sure that these were all up. But now that that's in position, you want to go ahead and as soon as possible, don't walk away from it at this point until you get at least one of these screws in. And you don't want to get them in there tight yet. You just want them kind of, what I'm doing here is I'm getting them so that they are tight, and then I'm backing them off a half turn so that they're loose.
Test this
Now that we have that on there, what we want to do is we want to make sure it's pushed down. And if it has any left and right movement like this one does, we want to push the needle down and we want to look at it. We want to see that it's a little bit off on this side, so we're going to see if we can push the head over that way a little bit. Now it's a little bit too far the other way. So we're just going to tap it, and that looks just about right. Now that we have that set, we're going to tighten down these screws. I like to tighten them down just so that they're snug, and then a little bit more right at the get-go. And then after that, then I really like to tighten them down, do another 1/8 turn. Now I'm using a T-handle, but you can use your regular Allen wrench. Now that you have that, then you can put on this cover and that cover. I'll do that off camera. I got this on. I haven't put this back on because this is one of our machines that's in the back and still needs to get some work done to it. But after you have that on, it's ready to go, thread it up, and test it out.